So we're going to start out this section with a little review of some things that you've learned in the past and maybe have forgotten. All right, so how do we add fractions? Well, we have to have a common denominator, right? So I'm thinking 15 and 12. I have to find the LCD, which this is a little familiar. We did some of this in chapter 7. So 15 is what? 3 times 5? And 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. So I'm going to have a 3. I'm going to have a 2 2's. Now let me put the 2 2's first. All right, 2 2's, a 3, and a 5. And so what does that multiply to be? 60? All right. So I need them to both be 60. So I have 7 over 15. So I'm going to have to multiply that by 4. And then I'm adding 5 over 12. So I'm going to have to multiply that one by 5. Now, if you're wondering where I'm getting those numbers, you can look at the LCD. I have the 3 and the 5, but I don't have the 2 2's. And that 2 times 2 is 4. So that's why this one gets multiplied by 4. And then if I look at this one, I've got the 2's and the 3, but I don't have the 5. So I have to multiply by the 5. Sometimes I think that's the easiest way to do it. So then this becomes 28, 7 times 4 is 28, over 60, plus 25 over 60. And then you can add them together. So what's that? 53 over 60. Now, normally you would simplify it, but 53 is prime, so we're done. Okay, so we'll review there. All right. Now, what do we do when we have exponents on the outside? And this is something that's going to come up in this chapter, but that 3 actually goes on the 4. So I'm going to have 4 to the 3rd power. And then I'm going to have x squared to the 3rd power. And then I'm going to have y to the 5th to the 3rd power. Now, 4 to the 3rd power, I have to multiply that out. 4 times 4 times 4, which is 64. And then when you have a power raised to another power, you multiply those. So it's going to be x to the 6th. And then here that's going to be y to the 15th. And so that's how you would simplify it. So those some of our exponent rules. We're going to go over those more in another video. Okay. Here's another exponent rule. What do you do if the exponent's negative? So the rule is if it's a negative exponent, it changes its location. It goes to the denominator. So this is actually going to be equal to 1 over 5 cubed. And then you'd have to figure out what 5 cubed is. 5 times 5 times 5. So it's going to be 1 over 125. So that's just a little review. We're going to go into more details on these, but hopefully it's starting to bring some happy memories. If not, don't worry, because we're going to do more. So